Hey gamers, today we're looking at Trouble, the Olaf Ice Adventure game. Let's check it out. Setup for this game could not be simpler. You put this, for some reason, this castle piece here for no reason. You just put the board out. You're going to put some, I would prefer lukewarm water right in this cup here. You're going to put some salt in this cup here. You're going to put your little Olafs and these little ice cubes, stick their feet in there so that when it pops out, you'll just snap on the head and they'll have a little ice body in the middle there. And that's the key, is you're going to start here, and they have little spots you can move around the board, but that makes no sense in this game. You're not really going to be moving anywhere, and it doesn't tell you where everything's set up, like where to put these pieces, but what you're doing is everyone's just basically sitting around. You have some ice here, and you're going to pop this, and whatever this emblem and the number is determines what you will do. Now, the instruction book at least does tell you that. As you see here, if it's wind, you may blow or breathe, you know, like a little hot breath on your Olaf or someone's Olaf to melt it. Ice is a good one because you get to sit in ice for until your next turn, and no one may choose your Olaf to try to melt him. He's taking an ice bath. This one says snowstorm. You shake salt as many times as the number of the die. So if it was 6, now you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I would prefer if he was just down like this, you could salt right there on top of his ice. The other one says, hey, flood. You pour a full cup of water on him. Again, I would just lay him down and just pour the water on him because that's going to melt this ice a lot faster. And then here's a warm hug. I love that one, for as many seconds as you have. So let's say it was a warm hug there, 3. I'd hold him 1, 2, 3. Try to get them nice and melty there, because you're trying to melt other people's Olafs. The Olafs. And then this one, if it's smile, then nothing happens. And I guess you don't move either if that happens. Anyway, what you're trying to do is you're trying to melt the other Olafs and be the last frozen Olaf standing to win. Final thoughts. What do I think about the game? Well, special thanks to Barb, who saw my video, my top 100 vintage games. This is basically a reprint or retheme of the game Ice Cube. Ice Cube is one of my favorite vintage games I have. Unfortunately, with Ice Cube, they use these old plastic trays, and mine's starting to spiderweb crack. And once it's cracked, I can't play the game anymore. And it's essentially the same game as this one, Trouble. All Hasbro did, is they just rethemed it with a great theme. I think this is a great one because all the kids love Olaf. We all love him. So he's a great character to use this for. The ice is a lot smaller, so it'll melt faster. These games go pretty quick. You can even make it hot water. We have made it hot water too, but that basically destroys someone who gets that one. Either way though, it's just a fun little game for kids. I love it too for adults. This would be great. Again, I love that they put the Trouble theme over it, and I think it's really awesome. You can get this for pretty cheap. This used to be at Ollie's for a short time, and on eBay it can be pretty cheap as well to get. And it is a fun retheme or reskin of the game Ice Cube. I will from now on be playing this version instead of my Ice Cube game, which is slowly cracking and breaking every day. It's a very brittle game. This one looks like it'll last for a very long time because those are silicone trays, and that will be much better. Anyway, love the game. Keep it in my collection. Thanks, Barb. See you next time. Until then, game on!